top 25 clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to Ames, Iowa, home of the Cyclones of Iowa State. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Iowa State Cyclones. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Will kick it away to start us off. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. In a split backfield. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Finds a little space. Breaks into the open. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Cyclones!
Yeah, these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run.
Oh, and they blocked it. He picks it up. Remember, he can take it back. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that. He'll bring it out. It's Humphrey. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Wants to pass. Makes the grab. It's Wiggins. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They're dealing with a second and long. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Makes it past the marker. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Part of the Hokies' DNA to rely on that ground game, sort of like a Kevin Jones type guy.
No doubt, and I think it's always what's made these offenses go. Like the running game, the versatility of the running game, but you got to have that bell cow that you can hand it off to establish it.
Catch in the middle, it's Adams.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
And the Hokies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll leave it with him. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
The Hokies are on the move. They'll ride the hot hand. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
And the Hokies will have it 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver to the ground with the back. Got enough space, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll return it. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. Iowa State sending the offense back out. These two teams swapping early scores, and they'll try to move back on top, starting the drive down 7-6. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The inside handoff. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Cyclones are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
And it's not a decision time. You're going for this. You're near midfield. Sometimes those punts will go in the back of the end zone. You're going to net like 25, 30 yards at the most. No. Get the big boy pads on. Strap the extra mouthpiece. Let's go get the 1st down.
And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Trying to get it to the marker. Oh, he's got some space. Past the 20. Touchdown, Iowa State. He got a step and just dusted the field.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Joyner. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. We've had some early action here as they take over, trailing 13-7. Hold it, finds his man on the left. He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line before being shoved out of bounds.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
They'll go up top on 2nd and short. He uncorks one deep. It's caught. Here he goes. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Hokies. Extra point here will give them the lead.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. This has all the makings of a high-scoring game. They've got it back, trailing 14-13. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield, it's Young. Sets up the screen. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, here's an interesting situation after that incompletion for the offense all of a sudden, because you've had success. You've scored 2 touchdowns on your first 2 drives. You've got to be playing with a lot of confidence. Does that carry over and make you feel like going for it here on 4th down? You've got the playmakers. You've made some big plays early in this game. Field position would say you should punt it, but what does the head coach decide to do?
They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Handoff to the lone back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Pulls it in, it's Jackson. They get him out of bounds, couple yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. How about these 2 running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second.
13.
First play of the period, 1st down here. To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The Hokies with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
That is an impressive run. And I'll tell you, I know when we think Virginia Tech offense, we're always talking about running quarterbacks, but they've oftentimes had a running back to go along with that mobile QB threat. And it makes this rushing attack so difficult to stop. This guy right here really has the ability to do it on his own, though. Because of his speed and power, he is dangerous.
Motion from the wideout. Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
So many offenses do this, right? They run the jet sweep. This defense was more than ready. They see it all the time. They got the penetration. That play had no chance to be successful.
The give to the back. Inside the 25. There he goes. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Release to the back. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
They punted away on 4th down. Takes it on the return. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. We're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Makes the catch. It's Adams. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
Yeah, great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he could see he had him. He completes it for the 1st down.
Slithers into space. Got the 1st down. Looking for more. Touchdown, Hokies! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. And the returner goes down. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Fires to the tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
At the 23-yard line. Now, fourth down.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Looking for room. It's Lee. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Pulls and fires complete to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Looking to throw it Young. Fired in there, but incomplete.
And that's the play the defense finally needed, man. They were getting gashed early. First 2 drives, they gave up 2 touchdowns. They knew they had to be able to get off the field. Great job creating the incompletion there on 3rd down, now setting up 4th.
The Cyclones will punt it away on 4th down. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Wide receiver comes in motion. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Gets it out quickly. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got him there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? From the gun, wants to pass. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
All right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Looking to throw on first down. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Quarterback on the keeper. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
And he tacks on the extra point. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Leaves it with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Cyclones will kick it off to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Jackson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Sends it downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They go to the ground. Turning it on. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
Yeah, and obviously this offense has had their way getting the huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed and so much skill at running back, receiver, tight end, the quarterback making good decisions. It is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays. This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Power football with the run. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. They'll move the wide receiver. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Got his man downfield. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. No, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. They'll operate out of split backs.
29 Philly.
Running to the left. Breaks into the open. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. We saw it on that last play.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Young. Firing to the right, complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I think that shows you the experience of the quarterback there. His primary target wasn't open, so he didn't panic. Even though he was getting hit, he was still able to find his check down and find some positive yards.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off and they pick it up.
And you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the 1st down.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his big tight end. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Man, that's how you finish plays. That is absolutely beautiful by this defense. Way to play physical, not give up those extra yards to give up that 1st down.
After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Looking for room, it's Lee. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
The Cyclones come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
I think a trait of a running back that you really look for is a guy that can bust tackles. Man, a guy that can make something out of nothing when it's not there. And just a really good job breaking the tackle, continuing to keep the play alive, and never quit.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. The give to the single back. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on 2nd down, and you see guys bleeding into the 2nd level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that 1st.
And the Cyclones will try to punch it in on 1st and goal.
Let's go!
They'll try to get it in with the run. Beck's going for the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Cyclones! Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of 2-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Coming out with it, it's Joyner. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. first snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll go to the ground. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
From the gun, the ground game. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The running back has it. There he goes. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first three periods. One more period to go and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Wiggins. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He's in open space downfield. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Defense in press coverage. Trying to bull his way in. Touchdown, Hokies! And the beatdown has ensued. They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a master class in offensive productivity.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Iowa State sending the offense back out. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
I think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there. It didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out on the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
The give to the tailback. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Wide open downfield. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. The Cyclones will line it up on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right...
Turning it on!
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
And the Cyclones come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
The Cyclones back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Stop is made at the 35-yard line, a 5-yard gain there, and it's a first down. Cyclones pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll run it from the gun. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Quickly complete. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Give to the back. Headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Iowa State. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a 2-point conversion. The interception was just gravy.
The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. How about that blocking up front and that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They're down to the 25 on 1st and 10. Quick touch pass to the receiver. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend.
Touchdown, Virginia Tech! And the route is on. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
Iowa State, 25.
He'll bring it back looking for help. And the returner will be dragged down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. They'll give it to the back. Find some fresh air. Got the first down and more. It's a seam wide open. Inside the 30. Just like that. A huge gain, and they got it inside the 10.
sometimes you go, man, what a play by that guy. He carried people, or he broke tackles, or his speed, and that time I'm like, Palmer, where is the defense?
I think it's too many guys being selfish, David. I think it's guys getting out of their gap. Everyone's trying to be a me guy, a hero.
Touchdown, Cyclones! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
He'll make his way in for the 2, and now they're down by 16. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. They're on it, and they get it back for another drive.
And there's still life in this team. Obviously, they're down here in the 4th quarter, but they're able to execute the onside kick. They retain possession, and now let's see what happens.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Here's a throw downfield late. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, and I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the 4th quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball.
He's looking deep. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
And this defense knows exactly the spot they're in, man. They are up. They've got their more defensive backs on the field. They're dropping back. You can tell they are taking away the deep ball. Nice job understanding situation.
Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score?
Breaks into the open. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. And that's how you finish it off. Scoring on the final play of the game doesn't affect the outcome. Just a little cherry on top of the sundae.
And some people might say that's piling on, and I get it, but they're not throwing the football all the yard. They're running the football, getting other guys in the football game. It's your job to stop it, and they're just adding stats to the stat column.
Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement.